Hi everyone, my name is Sunshine Grant. Unfortunately, I did not complete video number 1, so this is like a semi-introduction as well as my video number 2. I am a communications major. Obviously, I'm in the class. I will be graduating in May, hopefully. A little bit about myself. I'm into creative things. I love art. I love fashion. I'm also a photographer. I blog a little bit. I design clothes as well, so I'm kind of all over the place. So enough about me. Let's get straight to what we're supposed to be talking about. And for video number 2, the first question is, if you had to choose from one of the 3 classical theories to run a new company, which would you select and why? Well, let's just start out going through my notes with the breakdown of system theory. And system theory is designed to deal with complexity. There are multiple elements that contribute to situations. Also, precision. Similar, I compared it to a car. With a car, you have so many components that make up a car in order to be able to drive it. You have to have your brakes, you have to have like your rotors, you have to have your windshield wipers, you have gas pedal, you have all of these components making up the car that you want to drive. And in order to be able to drive it, all these components must, meet the inspection requirements. And it's kind of the same thing with system theory. You have all these many components that make up something in order to meet the requirements. Okay, next. To understand how the organization functions, you have to determine how each part correlates with one another. So you have to start from the bottom up or from the top to the bottom. You have to really break down each person that's a part of the company, what they contribute to the company, in order to truly understand how to successfully run the company. Another thing that I liked about, system theory is the bigger picture. System theory forces you to look at everything around you. Everyone plays a role, whether we like to believe it or not. Even the smallest person on the totem pole to the very highest person, everyone has a significant role that they play in order to make the company run successfully or smoothly. Another theory that I really liked, which I actually think I would choose this theory to run my company, is the open system theory. And the open system theory emphasizes close relationships between structures and its supporting environment. So it's really concerned about what's going on inside of the company, and that's something that I really like about the theory. Feedback. Oftentimes there are issues with companies and they don't care to know the feedback from their employees, because it's kind of like whatever I say go, and if you don't like it, you don't have to work here. But in order to create a positive work environment, you definitely want to know what's going on with the employees, how they're feeling, if they're happy, because if they're happy, it will then correlate with them working better, possibly even working overtime and just really loving the company that they work for. Let's see. It's important to have the opinions of those that are actually doing the footwork for your company, because if you can understand them, then you can only grow from there. Without continued input, any system is bound to run down. So you have to know, okay, this is not working. And in order to know this is not working, you have to communicate that. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's see here. Keys and effort. Human effort and motivation. So again, like, you have to motivate the people you are working with. They have to be happy, because happy people work harder, work smarter, and then in return can make your company a better company. This theory is different from psychology-based theories because it focuses less on thoughts and behaviors of leaderships and more on the input and the output of the people actually contributing to the company. Let's see. Let's go to the next question. What are your thoughts on these 2 articles, and how do these actions and opinions impact the manner in which organization functions. So the articles that I read, I found very, very interesting about only taking 14 days off for maternity leave. I feel like to each his own. I'm definitely not one to judge. If you feel like that is more than enough time for you, then by all means, I understand that. I respect that. But for the average person, I don't feel like that is enough time. And I think that it's actually an unrealistic standard to set for 14 days, because as a woman, we go through so much, and your body definitely has to heal itself. And trying to compete with men, it's just much different because they don't have to go through the things that you have to go through. And I understand her position, and I understand that when you're at the top, you have to make certain sacrifices in order to keep the position that you have. However, it's not a realistic standard for others. Just because 14 days, it's like no time to actually take in the fact that you have given life, that you have given birth, and your body has to recoup, or else you're going to break down.